The liberation of mutant kind has begun.
Welcome to the future.
Who's this clown?
Not clown, Joker.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Nobody tampers with the equipment except Tony Stark.
Good idea.
United, the Avengers are strong.
Hawkeye, hands off.
Fool! Have you forgotten my invincible magnetic power?
Not this time, Magneto.
My mutant brain senses danger.
Something unseen is slowly spreading its poisons, edging tempers.
Think carefully before you do this.
You filthy criminals.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Listen!
Did you hear that? What up, guys? It is two fat guys pull us, but we are down a fat guy. It is just going to be Jim tonight. Nate is not feeling well, and we want him to get better. So Nate will not be with us tonight reviewing the book. So it'll be a bit of a shorter show, but I appreciate every single one of you that are here live watching this. And as always, anyone that is watching this as a past episode, obviously, I love the fact that you're watching this as a past episode. But yes, let's all throw some good vibes to our boy Nate, and hope he gets feeling better soon. So he's just can't even talk. He's got his voice gone, scratch. So anyway, yeah, Jim's flying solo tonight, but that's okay. That's okay, because I've done this before. I've played this rodeo before, and we can do it. What up, Patty? What up, Aaron? What up, Joe? What up, Calvin? Happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. Love that every single one of y'all are here. Before I get to the business, I'm going to say, I gotta start saying this more in front of our videos. Make sure to, if you're not already, subscribe to this video, hit that like button, share this video out to anybody that you think might like it. You know, we want to grow this community. We're getting really close to 750 subscribers, guys. We'll finally be able to give away this bad boy right here when we hit 750. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. As always, hit that like button, ring that bell. You know the drill. Nate's still eating pumpkin pie. I'm sure he got too sick from eating too much pumpkin pie, but he'll get better. But anyway, let's talk about some business. We just kind of talked about a little bit of it. You know, subscribe. Doing a giveaway at 750 subscribers. Let's get it done so we can get to 850 subscribers and give away something. Then 950 subscribers and give away something. And then out of nowhere, we're just going to give away something at 1,000, like 50 subscribers next, and we're giving away a massive slab that's only going up in value. You know what it is. Let me get it here. I don't want to drop anything. But when we hit 1,000 subscribers, guys, we're giving away the first appearance of Silk. Original Sin Tie and Amazing Spider-Man number 4, 9.8 CBCS graded. Let's do it, guys. Let's get it done. As always, we're going to talk about our show sponsor, which I do not have the collected logo on because I'm in the Just Jim format. So we're going to put it... Does it look good there? Or should I put it over here in this other corner? I think we can put it right there. I think that looks good. Chat, let me know. I'm going to put it right there. If we want to move it, we can move it, but I like it there. Anyway, we got to talk about our show's sponsor, which is Collected Comics and Games here in the DFW area. It is the LCS that we both me and Nate go to. Ron over there is great. Everybody over there, Ron, everyone over there is amazing, and they take care of us. And so if you're in the DFW area or you're visiting, make sure to head over to Collected Comics and Games. They have one in Keller and they have one in Fort Worth. Go check it out. It's amazing. They have a website. They have a really cool website called brainycomics.com. If you head on over there, you can get a lot of cool stuff. You can get exclusive and variant covers, bundles, bad idea books, new comics, mystery bags, back issues, graphic novels, games, collectibles and toys, and even trading cards. It's a really cool site. Ron has definitely set up new variants he's gotten into the shop. Looks really cool. Really digging the Strange Academy. I'm liking both of these right now. These are awesome. So head on over there, do a little bit of shopping. Before you check out, go into the search bar, type in Two Fat Guys Pull List, and this will pop up. It is the Two Fat Guys Pull List upgrade or premium upgrade. For the regular upgrade is $8, which gets you one mystery exclusive comic cover, which you saw at the front, something like that. If you do the premium, which is $15, you get two. Now, if you didn't notice, most of these variants are $10, $15. You know, they vary, $20. But, you know, it's a pretty dang good deal. So if you do the one, that's great. If you do the premium, you get even a bigger deal. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get these exact covers, but Ron tries to do a really good job of giving people some really cool looking books. Who knows? You may get this one. I don't know. You may get the Strange Academy Finals issue number 2 with Magic on there. I don't know. But that's the fun part. So do a little bit of shopping, get some Christmas shopping done. Put in that Two Fat Guys Pull List upgrade or the premium upgrade into the cart, check out, and then let the fun begin and see what you actually get when you order your comics. So that's going to do it for the business, obviously. Let's get on to tonight's show. It's going to be a short one, just obviously because I'm going solo. But chat, you'll help me through this. You will keep the wheels turning there. So anyway, let's talk about chat here. Everyone's saying Happy Thanksgiving. Joe, rumor alert, Sentry is the villain in Thunderbolts. What you think? I think that's awesome. Just got to see what the casting is. Marvel has not missed. I feel like Marvel hasn't missed on casting, so I'm sure it'll be great if that is the case. I would love to see Sentry because I don't know a lot about Sentry. I mean, I know a little bit, but that character will just get catapulted in just knowledge wise if they make their debut in the MCU. So I'm for it. Getting more characters that aren't necessarily super people that are super knowledgeable in it or super popular. I love that. I mean, look at Guardians of the Galaxy. They're freaking amazing now. Nobody thought twice about it before they came into the MCU. So I am for it. Joe, I feel like they'd be great if done proper. Right there with you. Anyone watch the Guardian Special? The Guardian Special is fucking amazing. If you have Disney Plus, go watch it now. It is great. It is so good. All right, let's get to this week's books. First off, we're going to kick it off with Amazing Spider-Man issue number 14. Essentially a prelude to the dark web. I'm digging it. I do feel like it is a regression on Madeline Pryor. Feels like what we gave her in the sense of being Queen of Limbo has been kind of regressed, and she's just kind of going back to her old ways, which I guess is easy to do. But I feel like it's a miss in that sense. With the Ben Reilly stuff, and I know I'm not as well versed with Ben Reilly, but I'm digging it. I'm digging the whole, like, he's pissed at Peter. He wants to be the Peter Parker, right? He wants the memories. I'm digging that. The Madeline Pryor thing, the Goblin, Queen Goblin thing, I don't know. I feel like, and I think it's because I feel like it's a misstep. I feel like it's a step back, but that's only because of how invested I have been with the X books, right? So like, I just feel like we built, Vita Ayala built her out what felt like some kind of redemption, and it was, whether that was their intention, or if it was rather just a pawn to set up within a bigger game, that remains to be seen. But to me, as a reader, I was hoping that we would turn a page on Madeline Pryor, and it's more like we're just kind of turning the page back to have this event. Who knows what's going to come out of it? We do get a new character in this book. Pretty neat. I like it. But overall, I give it a C-. I will say the book did a good job of getting me excited for the dark web thing, which I have not, since it's been announced. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know about this. And I will say I've got a bigger or a higher level of excitement for dark web. So that's cool. Yes, in the artwork, going through spring, summer, winter, or spring, summer, fall, winter was really neat. Changing up the artist. I thought that was really neat. So definitely like the issue. It was a fun issue. Sigmund art is perfect for Spider-Man. Totally agree. The Beyond Storyline was the original story for Ben's fall into Chasm. I really like the arc. Yeah, no, I know that I figured that was what it is, and I didn't mind it. Like, I was like, I didn't read it, but this was fun. So overall, C-, but I am looking forward to the event, and we'll see what craziness happens. Joe, did the issue tease what Peter did what with that missing time with Osborn. No, I don't. At least it may have flown over my head, but I didn't see it. Avengers Forever, issue number 11. Basically ramping up the importance of Robbie Reyes as the all-writer. I'm just ready for this event to get going. I'm ready for the Avengers Alpha or whatever, this whole Jason Aaron thing to just kind of wrap up. I felt like this was the weakest Avengers Forever issue in the line. Because like we've set up everything, and we didn't gain any new writers. I mean, we did see how powerful the all writer is, and that's great. But we can do that in the event, not in like almost a prelude to the event. You know, like I'm ready to like when we were watching, I was like, well, then the event can just end here. Like it almost did, and then Deathlock was like, no, you can't kill yourself. I bet he ends up doing it anyway in the event. So I don't know. It felt a little weird. It felt odd. It's like we're doing a page count here kind of thing, trying to do issue count rather than have meaningful storytelling. And that's kind of disappointing because like Aaron's run has just progressed to becoming just like, I don't know, a fraction of itself when it first started. And so I'm hoping that this event can kind of turn it around. I'm sure I will be mistaken, but Avengers Forever was okay. I'm ready for the event to start. If anything, that's what this issue helped me get to know even more, is that I want this Jason Avengers event to start rather than just keep on giving me more issues in front of it to say, hey, it's coming. Like, let's just get it going. Empire, what's up? Yes, I am writing solo. Nate is sick. I think I'm coming down with something, but got to push on, right? Got to do it. Got to give what the people want. All right, Daredevil issue number 5. Dude, Chip Zdarsky. I mean, the last issue was great. Issue 5 was even better. We got some classic Chip and Chichetto team up here. Daredevil has some really cool one-liners and some really good, like, you know, writing and artwork kind of coming together. But we're recruiting for the war, right? We are recruiting for the army, for the hand and the fist. Let's get going. I'd give this issue a solid A+. This was a really good book. If there wasn't another book that came in that took my pick of the week, this would have been my pick of the week. But it didn't inch out. This book got blown away by another book on the list. But nonetheless, this was an amazing read. Really, really getting engaged into this whole Daredevil versus the Punisher. Kind of getting some answers about, you know, how Frank Castle's wife and son were resurrected. It's getting crazy, dude. Like it's getting really good. So if you're new to the channel and you're thinking about getting into comics, definitely pick up Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil, but start with the first arc. Not here, because it would be very confusing if you started here, but cannot recommend this enough. Joe, ready for this crossover with Avengers, but I read online that Donny Cates took time away to get started to take over Avengers after Aaron's steps away. You got to read Punisher, man. Seeing both sides coming to head feels like Game of Thrones style buildup. Nice. Patty, I'm gonna wait till Daredevil collected, but I like the idea of two devils and the beard. Heck, no, the new Daredevil costume is sick, dude. And I hope you're fucking right, Joe. I hope that Donny Cates is going to write Avengers after Jason Aaron is done. That would make me so happy. So happy. Outside of him either writing Spider-Man or X-Men, him writing an Avengers book, and I know he would throw some crazy... I know his Avengers team would be fucking nuts. It wouldn't be like just typical A-team. I'm sure he would throw in some crazies in there, and I would absolutely love it. But back to Daredevil. Fucking awesome. Cannot wait for the next issue. Things feel like, you know, the screws are tightening. You know, the plot is thickening. The war is coming. Let's go. So super dope. Super dope. Anyway. All right, Defenders Beyond 5. I wish Nate was here so that we could review this book. Yet again, Al Ewing has made it, and I'm sure it's very easy, but has made me feel very dumb. But not as dumb as the previous Defender book. There felt like there was some I don't want to say normalcy, but some connectivity that I could follow. Whereas in the previous Defenders run, I was like, what did we just read? And so the Eternity Mask is still playing a role in this. Loki is still a pretty big player in this after the end of this. We have, I forget the name of her, but we have Galactus's mother now basically existing within the 616 not inside of a different cosmos and universe and multiverse, which is pretty interesting. I think Al Ewing is very connected with the big picture of Marvel. And I'm sure he's having daily talks with Hickman as well. I think that there are some major writers getting ready to move some big pieces, and I think this is going to be one of those sleeper books that moved plot forward without anybody realizing it. And then when they reference it, you're going to have to go back and read Defenders because some big things happened in this book. I still did feel at the end that I was like, wait, what am I missing? Am I just too dumb to read this book? Am I just not that smart? Or is Ewing intentionally being very cryptic? I'm sure it's a little both, mainly me being really dumb, but that remains to be seen. Overall, I enjoyed Defenders Beyond way better than the first Defenders, even though the first 2 issues of Defenders was really good, but Beyond definitely stepped it up. Artwork, obviously amazing. Don't have to say anything about that. It's just good. But the story, it feels like it had some kind of normalcy, but there was still some crazy cryptic shit that Ewing kind of went over my head a little bit. So I'm hoping that gets a little bit of clarification as we go on. I'm sure we'll get another Defenders book announced within a couple months. So anyway, that was kind of fun. It was good. It was okay. I give the entire run a solid B, maybe B plus. If it was just the story. If it's the artwork, that's a different grade. But all right, Doctor Strange, Fall Sunrise from Trad Moore.
This chips.
This is my pick of the week, guys. This is my pick of the week. This book was so good. I was so ready for it. It is absolutely stunning, majestic, colorful, vibrant. The writing is even like it took the narrative that I thought we were going to get and just threw it in a completely different direction. And what I love about this book is that there are people reading it going, this is really good. Is this canon? Is this within the 616? And you can have a 50-50 split here. One is like, well, we don't know. Let's keep reading. And then you have the other side that you can say, who cares? This is just a really cool and ambitious story. And I fucking dig the hell out of that. I love that so much that we can get a Doctor Strange book that really kind of throws the idea of continuity out the window, but does it? We don't know. I'm sure it's not connected, but the fact that you even have to ask that question to me is very intriguing. I'm sure it annoys other readers, but for me, this book had it all. It had the writing, it had the visuals, it had the coloring. All I can tell you now is when this ends and a Treasury edition comes out, you will bet your ass that I will be pre-ordering that because it was amazing. Trad Moore kills it. He had, the line work, the coloring, all of it. The whole thing was great. If you're not a big Doctor Strange fan, I highly recommend this book. That's all I'm going to say. Because this is not your standard Doctor Strange book. It's wicked, dude. It's so good. I love it. It's great. And that's why it's my pick of the week. It hits everything on all cylinders. If there's a second printing, I'm definitely picking it up. I know there's a Peach Momoko cover that I didn't pick up that I need to go find. I have it on the thumbnail of this video. This book was amazing. So, Joe, Al Ewing makes me feel that way at times. That's the only negative about him. Yeah. Stefan, what up, man? I hope this book gets an oversized edition. It would be great to read this book without the ads. I totally agree. I'm sure the spreads would be amazing. There's a bunch of 2-pagers in it. It's amazing. Joe, I really like one-shots that play within their own world. This is a gold standard for that. Totally agree, Joe. I totally agree. This book was amazing. All right, next we have X-Force issue 34. I know that Beast is fucking around in Wolverine, and he's definitely doing it in this book. And, we'll have to see how it ends up messing up Krakoa, because I'm sure one of these... What up, Jordan? What up? How you doing? I don't know. I just think this is going to be this. We're definitely seeing the spiral of Krakoa's end. whether it's at the hand of Beast or if it's at multiple people's hands. And so what we got with Beast in this book, and I'm not reading Wolverine, and I know he's doing some weird shit over there, is he's overusing X-Force, he's experimenting on Arakan mutants, and it's just getting bad. It's getting really bad. I thought the narrative and the story was really good. The artwork in this book was atrocious. I'm sorry. It was really bad. I wish it had been... I know we're getting like artists kind of jumping in and out, but man, I felt like it was hard for me to read. I was kind of like, I don't know, man, this is kind of... we need to get a consistent artist on the book because it felt rushed. It felt very rushed, and that's unfortunate. Because I think what we're doing, I'm actually digging the X-Force line now after we've gotten past our events. And it's a book that survived my exodus of X books recently. So, but overall, I liked it. It's just the artwork was not appealing at all. Patty, Wonder Man and Beast are getting a book, and I don't know how many issues it'll be, but Beast looks like Beast again, and no, the cover I saw. Oh, and the cover that I saw. Interesting. Wonder Man and Beast. Very interesting. Okay. All right, next up we have X-Men issue number 7 from Gary Jerry. This was almost my pick of the week. If Doctor Strange hadn't been around, X-Men and Daredevil would have been competing because we are finally, patching up, but also lengthening storylines from Hickman's original run. Children of the Vault. X-23 didn't really die. She comes back. We find out that Darwin is actually alive within the vault, but he has uploaded his consciousness into the vault itself. So it's almost like a backup plan to keep the children of the vault in line. Forge finds a conscience. Artwork freaking amazing. What is the name of the other mutant? I need to look it up. The mutant that fell in love with Laura Kinney. Oh my goodness. Not Darwin. Sync basically is has a reunion with our original X-23. So now we've got that problem of 2 Wolverines running around. So let's see how they're going to deal with that. But he finally gets his girl. She's back. She's like 1,000,000 years old. But the vault is weird, right? And so I don't know. It was really good, and so I'm very interested to see where this run goes. Obviously, into Sins of Sinister, and then into the Fall of X. Will Krakoa. Oh my god, my hair is just like freaking. Will Krakoa survive? And where will this book go? I want a consistent X book, but man, as of late, Gary Jerry has done a really good job. But previous, it was kind of all over the place. But now we're getting super meta. We're getting back into the narrative. Obviously, I think that has to happen because of where we're going with the X-Men. But it remains to be seen, will it be the true end of Krakoa, or are we just going to kind of keep stretching it along? I don't know. I think we've got another good, I would assume, but I could be wrong. But I feel like we've got another good year of X-Men stories to tell. But that might change. We at some point, we want to have X-Men books that are going to be coinciding with MCU stuff, so it might be time to kind of take a break from X-Men and then let it come back later when they're more relevant to more media coming out on Disney Plus theaters. So I don't know, but overall, really enjoyed this book. Really digging what Duggan is doing, and can't wait for more. X-Force has been my go-to for fun X stories. I would agree. Outside of Wolverine, no, was that in Wolverine? Whichever book where he was riding an adamantium surfboard, I had to draw the line there. That was kind of silly. I say that every time. Joe, really liked this issue, but the end was so rushed. I wish we had seen how they escaped. I agree with that, and that could have been the issue on its own. Maybe we will. You never know. We're definitely going back to the vault at some point because of Darwin. So we'll have to wait and see. But overall, I like the issue. All right, let's jump over to DC. We have Action Comics issue 1049. We're building up to 1050. I liked it. I don't have really anything crazy to say about it, but I will say that this current storyline, and even though we're just constantly talking about War World even though that's already over. I'll applaud Philip Kennedy Johnson for continuing to like hook me in, because I was not picking up this book for a while during the Warworld saga. I just couldn't do it. But now that we're jumping into this new idea that Dark Crisis will end up shaping, and then the Lazarus Planet will end up shaping, which also I saw a preview for Lazarus Planet or whatever, and I was already not going to pick it up, but then I saw that and I was like, God damn it, I might actually get it now, because like it looks intriguing as hell. So I'm getting frustrated because my pulls are only getting bigger and bigger, and I was like, you know what, I'm not reading Lazarus Planet, and now I probably am. But this was super fun. I dug the crap out of it. I'm ready for more. I'm glad I'm back on. That's what this issue basically confirmed for me. Empire, can't wait for Action 1050. I can't either. There are like 50 covers for 1050, so be prepared to either spend money or walk right past them, because there's a ton of them. Detective Comics issue 1066. Again, I like what we're doing with this noble house coming back to lay claim to Gotham, and Bruce kind of being tied up into it, and everybody else being into it. Two-Face being as sinister as possible. Digging it. There's not much else I can say about it. It was really fun. I think Ram V is having a good time with the storyline. I didn't quite know where he was going with it. Towards the beginning, he wasn't as cut and dry, which I get that now. And now, kind of looking back at what he was setting up, I'm so here for it. So cannot wait for the next issue. I think we get the annual next week. So, you know, we'll be moving the storyline pretty far, pretty quickly. Anyway, but love Detective Comics. Joe coming in with the halftime question. He'll do an easy halftime question tonight, but what's your top 5 superhero movies of all time? That's rough. It's not easy, dude. I don't know, man. I think the original Batman is definitely in the top 5 with the Tim Burton one. That one's really good. I enjoyed that as a kid. I'll say something controversial. I'm sure a lot of people don't like it, but I really liked Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. I thought it was really fun. I actually liked that version. I thought it was a good movie. It was a good movie visually. The all of it, the music, the whole thing was great. So I dug that. That's 2. I'm not putting them in order. I'm just giving you 5 that I really like that I can't get over. Consistently, a movie that I will watch on Disney Plus that is superhero related would definitely have to be Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's a really good, for me, is a really good one. I love that movie. I can just watch it. Like, me and my son have watched it twice now. So I dig the hell out of that. I don't know, man. That's hard. I don't know. I think Civil War is a good one. I'm going more Marvel because that's just what I like. You know, a lot of DC movies now I'm just not into. Didn't like Wonder Woman. Didn't like obviously didn't like Green. Oh, you know what? Deadpool. Sorry, Deadpool. The first one. The second one's good. Like, it's good, but the first one is so damn good. I think I'm at 4. You know what? I don't know if it's considered superhero, but I just love the fuck out of it, and that is Ninja Turtles, the third one, where they time travel to Japan. I know a lot of people hate that one, but I love that movie. That movie's so good. So I know number 2 is actually really good, but I love the one where they go to Japan. So that's it for me. Sebastian, both Guardians movies will be in my top 5. You can rewatch those anytime. Totally agree. Joe, something about Detective Comics doesn't get me excited for the issue to issue. I don't know why. I can understand that. It's definitely slow pacing, but we're building to something, and things are going to start getting really weird. And I think Ram will get there. You know, I give him the benefit of the doubt. Outside of his Venom run, ooh, don't get me started on that. But for most of the time, Ram has been hitting dingers. So give it a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying anything. If you don't want to read it, don't read it, right? But I would suggest giving it a little bit more time, in my opinion. Patty, I'm fond of memories of that old TMNT one because it was the only one I had on VHS. Had the tape over a bunch of stuff of that. Joe, mine would be Infinity War, Endgame, First Avengers, Logan, Spider-Man. I didn't even. Oh fuck! I forgot about the Spider. Oh man, that's hard, Joe. I can't do that. That's too much pressure, man. There's too many good movies. But I like that list. I definitely like that list. All right, jumping over to Independence, we have Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. This was super fun. This was a breath of fresh air when it comes to Jason Aaron. Setting up a little bit of world building, setting up a little bit of character building, but nothing crazy. It's a boom number one. We're dealing with the aftermath of the end of the world and how we're surviving with these two very different characters. And then we get, a time jump at the end, which is, I don't want to give it away. All I'll say this is if you're into apocalyptic stuff and survival, this is definitely the one for you. Go check it out. It's a boom number one. You should pick it up already. That's kind of the standard on our show. If it's a boom number one, pick it up, even if you're not going to read it. Put it in a Mylar, put it away, because you never know. Netflix can pick this up at any moment, and we're off to the races. But I really enjoyed this. I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but it's definitely a fun read and a breath of fresh air from Jason Aaron, whom I'm very tired of right now when it comes to Avengers. So I recommend it. Check it out if you're looking for some new independence. Department of Truth, shit's hitting the fan, guys. It's hitting the fan. We're giving away all the secrets. That's all I'm going to say. We talk about this book a lot, and it's very interesting. It's very entertaining. It's very thought provoking. If you're looking for a good, almost like, do I want to? Dare I say? Kind of mirroring what we're dealing with right now in our society. Yeah, I would check it out. It's super fun. But it would appear that I think we're nearing its end. I could be wrong, but with this one, it's like we're getting ready to unload all the secrets of the Department of Truth, and I don't know how it's going to end. And that's intriguing. So I recommend this one too, but you need it. I mean, it's 22 issues, guys. So if you're just starting now, it's a lot of time to commit to a book, but it's super fun. All right, our last book of the night is Vanish from Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. Classic Stegman artwork, coloring, and then we've got some really good Donny Cates writing. We're continuing to build this world where we're fighting these superheroes that are actually wizards in disguise from a previous confrontation in another world. And we get some brutality in this book. Knees smashing, heads getting bashed in, stealing powers. Like, it's getting crazy, and I think we're about to get even crazier in issue 4. I kind of get Invincible vibes from this book a little bit. I get a little in the sense of like brutality. Like, I think we're about to see some crazy shit go down in issue 4, but issue 3 was, again, we're character building, and the list, if you will, of wizards that are superheroes disguised as superheroes is starting to shrink a little bit because our main guy here is taking them out one by one. He takes out 2 in this book. But now they're fighting back. The big reveal at the end, they're getting ready to fight back, and so we're gonna see some friends and family maybe get caught in the crosshairs of our hero here, our anti-hero. But I'm digging it. I am digging it. It's a little bit slower paced. It's not. I think when Donnie's grounded in continuity that already kind of exists, I think he plays really well. He plays a lot better. But then there's the other side of that argument. I mean, you got God Country. You got a bunch of other books that Donnie's done that are just page 1. You're like, fuck, this is amazing, right? So Vanish is a little bit, I think, of a slower burn. But it's still really good. And because there's a lack of Donny Cates, I'm going to continue to pick it up every single time until he comes back, which we know is coming. We just don't know when. But Vanish 3 was good. I enjoyed it. It read smoothly. It was super fun. If you're looking for another independent that, is just kind of kicking off, I would highly recommend this one. All right, let's get to chat, and then we're going to wrap up the show. Again, I apologize for the short show. It's just me, and I don't want to lose my voice before going to work tomorrow. Joe, how long will the break be? I'm waiting for Volume 4 to catch up on Department of Truth. I don't quite know. I know we're getting a one-off, like a late one, or not late one. A single issue. What's the word? I don't remember. But we're getting one of those, kind of like a Extra Tales book from them. I don't know if I'm picking that one up, but there is that coming soon, I believe. I think it's a couple months or a couple weeks. So there's that. But I don't know how long the break's going to be. Joe, is it me? Does this character look like Dylan Brock from Kate's Venom run on the Other Earth? You know, it does. And I'm sure when they were coming up with this concept, they were really wrapped into Venom, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of similarities in that sense. So I do definitely see that. Is crossover still going? Currently, it's not. I think it's on hiatus because of Donny Cates, but I'm sure it'll be back. We haven't heard anything otherwise in the sense of, I don't foresee it not coming back. I mean, we're on a massive cliffhanger. He's going to finish it. Donnie's needed some time. He's taken some time. Empire. Oh, what comic are you looking forward to next week? So next week is a bit of a smaller, very much smaller of a week because it's basically the 5th week in November, or the 5th Wednesday in November. So it's going to be a smaller week. I only have 7 comics. And the one that I'm looking forward to the most on the screen, I don't know. It's between Strange Academy Finals issue 2 and Superman Kal-El Returns special number 1, I think. Exterminators is definitely, I mean, they all look like fun, but I think those two are the ones that I'm like super looking forward to. The Superman Kal-El Returns should be super fun. Super fun. But Strange Academy definitely will hold it up there too, because that book is just absolutely fabulous. So yeah, that's my answer. All right, well, that's going to do it for episode 112 or issue 112 of Two Fat Guys Pull List. Again, thank you, everyone. Yeah, see, right there, Empire. Yeah, Superman my special is mine. I can see that being the best one, or the one that I'm looking forward to. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, thanks again for everybody that's watching this live. For anyone that's watching this as a past episode, I appreciate you watching this. Nate should be back next week, hopefully can get into better health and feeling better, because that's what we want. But yeah, guys, we will definitely see you guys this Tuesday. It may be just Jim doing New Comic Book Day. We will see. We're going to try to, usually we film it on Thursdays, but obviously last Thursday was Thanksgiving. So we'll see if it happens tomorrow. It's dependent on how Nate's feeling. If not, it'll just be Jim doing 7 books for New Comic Book Day. But we will definitely be back here live, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, to review the very short week next week. And then the next week after that, 17 books, guys. 12 of those are Marvel books. So next week is huge. It's massive. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, for talking. Joe, one last thing, Donnie on Avengers gets me excited, but what he did with his Thor and Hulk just leaves the book with no ending. It really hurts my love for him. I understand that. We need to get rid of that person because that person's spamming the bot. Anyway, I get that, man. I think Donnie was doing some stuff, dealing with some stuff. But hopefully we'll get through it and we'll see if he's come up with some new stuff. I don't think the books are I don't think they're going to be that much in limbo. I think we'll get back to the narrative that he was been building and we'll see where it goes. But I totally understand that. I totally get that, Joe. It's definitely disturbing because he was such a consistent book to pull from him with all those issues, and like things were just getting nuts and crazy and awesome. And so to have that go away does stink. And it's frustrating. I get that. Like you look forward to those really cool, you get used to. I'm sorry, I'm getting rid of this person really quick because it's a bot. You get used to it, and the consistency of those stories, and just having so much fun things and crazy ideas to hang on to and to look forward to. So yeah, for sure. Joe, this show is shorter than an episode of She-Hulk. You're totally right. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize, but hey, I can't say it enough. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here, and I just wanted to make sure that we had a show tonight because we didn't have one last week because we were busy, and so I wanted to make sure that we got out here and said hi to you guys and made sure that we, bring back some consistency in that sense. And I wanted to make sure that we could talk because I miss talking to you guys when we don't have shows. I look forward to talking to every single one of y'all when we get here. So again, appreciate every single one of you. Sign off and say, as always, be kind to one another. and read more comics. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Later. Thanks, Patty. Well, we will definitely throw the nice vibes, good vibes towards Nate. We will definitely will him back to health.